Tiger Stadium after dark, an environment unlike any other in sports. Very intimidating for visitors. As they say, this is where visitors' dreams come to die. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the third-ranked team, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the LSU Tigers offense making their way on the field to open this game. So here we go. Buckle up. Alabama and LSU. This one has a history of being hard-hitting, Kirk, from the very first snap.
And, Chris, it's always a game that obviously impacts the SEC standings at the end of the year and really the national rankings. So a lot at stake for both these teams.
They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Again, makes it second and medium. Caught over the middle. It's Daniels. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The game goes back to 1895, Kirk, but as you know, it's begun to pick up intensity, this rivalry, because they are always in each other's way in the SEC.
Yeah, this rivalry doesn't necessarily have the history, even though it does go back to 1895, but you're right. Things seem to change when the SEC split East and West. It became a battle about who would represent the West, the winner typically between Alabama and LSU. It seems like every year from that point on, it's a game we all point to before the season even starts.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. It's caught downfield. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5.
False start offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. See if the penalty proves costly. First down and 15 now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Finds an open target on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. It doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Keeping it on the ground here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. Grab near the sticks. It's Lacey. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He pulls it in for a big gain. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. Quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it could be pick 6 going the other way.
The defense backed up against their own end zone. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
You talk about the right way to get a game started. This offense put together a nice scheme. They felt comfortable with the script, and they moved the ball all the way down the field. 10 plays, and they get a touchdown. If you're the defensive coordinator, you're back to the drawing board trying to figure this out.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So Alabama's offense out there for their first possession. Got a great matchup today, Kirk, of elite corners. They put these guys on islands, and they believe they can shut down anybody across them.
If you're going to have a great defense right now in college football, you better be able to cover on the outside. And these two teams happen to have two of the top corners in the game. How much fun is this going to be to watch these guys today?
And it's complete downfield. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receiver. And that's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. To the air, it's Milrow. A quick throw to the flat, it's a screen. Finds just enough space and makes the first down.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. The last time they played, of course, Alabama won comfortably. That was an embarrassing day for the LSU faithful. They have not forgotten it.
Chris, I don't think anybody's going to forget that loss because it was so...
And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain, brings up 4th down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. He'll aim it toward the sideline. A solid punt. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever, going all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield, Leonard Fournette, and of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU, stable of backs again on this roster, too.
New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. He's going to hand this off. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Tough spot. The offense has to convert the 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. He flips it to the back across the middle. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. They'll hand it off. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. He'll hand it off. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
He's brought down at the 45-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Crucial 3rd down play right here.
Here we go.
Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. It's a quick grab. Right down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the 1st down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Here we go.
They're going to run it here. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down after that previous play. And here's the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Trying to convert again on third down. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid game here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. For the offense, this is play number 11 on the drive. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up, makes a big play.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Looking to throw. It's Milroe. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. And looking to throw now on first down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. They stop him, but it's a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. It's Miller. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Second down play coming up. Looking to chuck it again. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Tries the right with a quick throw, and he's got it. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
And this time it's complete. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Caught quickly. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, drops back, finds his target, and heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
1st and goal for the offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Coach.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Now the important point after attempt. And with the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Bringing it out, it's Adams. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. It's a short return. They make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Let's see how they play this here. Move into field goal position or take a couple shots at the end zone. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And the quarterback dropping back. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Just 12 seconds remaining in the first half as they line up on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Snags the quick throw. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Back in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Young. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. And here comes the up-tempo offense.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Makes the catch. It's Young. Finds room at the 30. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense edge to it.
Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And they will trot out the field goal team here. This will be a 50-yard attempt. Let's see if he's got the leg. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Returner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going?
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And the completion made. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go. Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Trying for a fourth down completion. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Short connection to the tight end here.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the
freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
Chris, what a shot, right? Come to an LSU game and you see a defensive lineman overwhelm an offensive lineman and come up with a big sack. It was the last time you didn't see LSU have defensive linemen who can make life difficult for quarterbacks and offensive linemen, because I can't. They always have big boys who are athletic to make life difficult in that backfield.
Had a nice drive going here, but now it's third down and long.
Let's go.
Back to pass. It's Milrow. And he lofts it deep over the middle. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Not much of a return, but the pick ends a scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Down after that running play.
Pound 55 weak.
Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Looks to the left, pass caught. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down. And that'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
He's brought down at the 38. Brings up 2nd down.
And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings.
LSU 21, Alabama 3.
So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football.
Ready?
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackle, but 1st down.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
On the ready.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field.
Slam.
There's the handoff. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 37.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Okay.
And now from the pistol formation.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Ready up.
That completion sets up a 3rd down play.
Green 25.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
He's got it, a 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Easy.
Here comes a handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field.
Get set. Get set.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, and it's nearly intercepted, but dropped by an excellent defensive player. He's going to bring up 3rd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
He makes the grab. Tackle made after a big gain.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Okay, ready?
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Lasso. Lasso.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. And the long drive continues, the offense pushing the ball down the field. And now the handoff. Will he score here? Couldn't quite get in. Tackle down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and its running back and just keep working that clock.
Got it.
The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs.
Easy.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On the double.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal.
Come on, set.
Looking to pass this time. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in this football game.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. It's a highlight reel diving catch there. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. 1st and 10 now for the offense.
Jackrabbit.
To the air, it's Milroe, looking for his big tight end. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. And this home crowd ready to celebrate a very satisfying home victory. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down.
2-9 Philly.
Well, let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival and get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, this one is a little bit different. I mean, this is a game you anticipate, you look forward to the entire offseason. You're thinking about it. Now you get a big win against your rival. You're riding that high much longer than your standard win.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.